ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the inaugural edition of UWC Before the Bell. And of course, we are here counting down the days to our next big event, our first huge event of 2015, our big 7th anniversary celebration, the great big birthday party we have every year, 7 years in existence. You know, in Harry Potter terms, this would be a pretty big thing. But 7 years of amazing action, all kinds of wrestlers, young and old, coming into the doors of UWC, the launch of UWC Online, and so much more, and we can't wait to see what the future holds. But UWC 7 is a fantastic event, and the lineup for this is simply amazing.
In the main event, UWC champion Harker Dirge will do battle with the formidable Mark Vandy. UWC Tag Team Champions Rough Cut are set to defend their titles against not one, but 2 different teams. It's Rough Cut versus Team Sexy versus Joey O'Reilly and Tornado Jones in a one fall to a finish 3-way dance. Emotions are running high for this one, and all the men involved are ready to give us the next chapter in their historic rivalry. It's the Wabash Talent Agency against Travis Weir and Jason V. The Warden has made his intentions known that he plans to call out the current UWC Online champion Frank Wyatt, who is out with an injury due to the Warden's initial attack weeks ago. Will Wyatt show up? For weeks we have seen these videos touting the many conquests of the mysterious Norman. Now at UWC 7, we will finally see what the hoopla is all about. Jimmy Carrot is returning to the United Wrestling Coalition, but in musical format. Carrot and his band, 18th Origin, will be performing live for the audience before the big event, with a special start time of 6:45.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's start off by talking about that big main event coming up at UWC 7. Mark Vandy challenging for the UWC Championship, of course, currently being held by one Harker Dirge. Now, how did Mark Vandy get to this point? How did he get this match? Well, all it took was a fatal 4-way #1 contenders match, and here is how he did it.
Here we go with this fatal 4-way main event. Mark Vandy, Travis Weir, Alex Castle, and Cecil Cerveza.
Torture rack. He's got him in a torture rack. I don't think I've seen that before.
Oh, Mark Vandy with a running knee right to the head of Travis Weir.
1,
that could
2,
be it.
3.
It's over, Mark
That
Vandy.
is it. He took out
Mark Vandy with a cheap shot on Kyle James. I'm not sure what
was all that about. He had Kyle James. He had the champion there, and he hit.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're here with the #1 contender for the UWC Championship, Mark Vandy. We got a match coming up here against Harker Dirge. I want to get your thoughts about the match. Also, I want to know why. Why did you take a cheap shot at Kyle James? Why? Out of everybody.
Cheap shot? That wasn't a cheap shot, that was a sign. That was a sign to the champion of Harker Dirge of things to come. You see, when I become champion UWC 7, there's going to be a black cloud hanging over UWC. I'm not even going to lie to you right now. Black cloud when I'm champion. Why? Because that's what I do. Man, is that your phone going off?
Mm-hmm.
Is that your phone going off?
Yes.
Get out of here. Before I Kyle James you. Okay, you got that? I don't like this disrespect running around UWC. When I'm champion after UWC 7, you see, Harker's all about respect. There shouldn't be any respect. Do your job, leave with your money, leave with your belt, leave with your dignity. That's why I did what I did.
Mark Vandy, the word of the day is the upper echelon of the United Wrestling Coalition. The place, the pinnacle, where you want to be. And I saw you beat 3 of the toughest wrestlers in the UWC to get a shot at this championship belt. And anybody who's been watching me knows I've been a little bit reserved. I've tried to be a sportsman lately. Well, you had the opportunity to shake my hand and we could go into 7 and have us a good old-fashioned wrestling match. May the better man win. But I saw that look in your eye, something maniacal, something wicked. This way comes, Vandy. And I'm the one that made the mistake. I shook your hand and I turned my back on you. So I was dead to rights. Why didn't you take your shot at the champion? Instead, you took a shot at Kyle James. What was the message? What were you trying to relate? I have no idea, because nobody knows what goes on behind the closed doors of your mind, Mark Vandy. Well, whereas I was gonna be a little bit reserved, maybe what you were asking for was Harker Dirge to bring out the demons that exist inside and at UWC. 7! Hellfire and brimstone comes with Harker Dirge, Vandy. You bald-headed geek. You wanted the real Harker Dirge, you got him. Now you bring your best, cause I want it.
He's in the ring. Here comes Mark Vandy. What's Mark Vandy doing?
Uh-oh, Mark Vandy.
Mark Vandy, I think
after Harker Dirge.
He's got the belt. He's got the belt in his hand. He's got the UWC Championship belt. Harker Dirge doesn't know what's going on. He turns around. There's Mark Vandy. Mark Vandy's holding the belt up.
He's saying this belt's mine, Harker.
Sending a message to Harker Dirge. These two will meet next week. UWC 7, our 7th anniversary show. We've got a big triple threat tag team match. We've got these two are gonna go at it. Circling around the ring right now. Mark Vandy puts the belt down. He got out of the ring. He's just gonna get out of there. I think message has been sent. Mark Vandy telling Harker Dirge that his time is over and the time of Vandy is now.
The Norman takeover was absolute. There can never be just one history. For there is the history of the conqueror, and there is the history of the conquered. And their two stories are rarely the same.
UWC, Georgetown, Illinois. I've been a lot of places and I've seen a lot of sights. I've eaten some hot meals and some cold ones alike. And the one thing that I've carried through with all of my conquests is to get better as a warrior. You must go where the finest warriors are. It is heralded that this is where the finest and the fiercest of all reside. So I have harnessed up all of my beasts, and they are carrying me all the way to your gates. And as I have shoved down the gates of several castles before, I will shove yours down and go to war with all of you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm actually standing by here with two guys that we know very well, of course. Jeff Harris, Aaron Matthews, Team Sexy. Guys, if you... Boom!
Oh, John Stone!
What's going on, guys?
I missed that boom.
Hey, buddy. Yeah. Well, guys, it's been a long time since we've seen the two of you here back together as a unit, as a team here in Team Sexy in UWC. Yeah. So much history about you guys, you know, first ever UWC Tag Team Champions.
That's right.
Oh, first time.
First. That was us. Just
very first time. And of course, we saw what happened to you guys last week on UWC Online.
The shenanigans.
There was a battle between Tornado Jones, Joey O'Reilly. One of you teams was going to go on to UWC 7 and face Rough Cut. Rough Cut gets involved, basically lays everybody out. What do you guys got to say about it? You got this triple threat tag team match that I decided needed to be made for UWC 7.
John Stone. Can you stand over there for me real quick?
It's just not.
Just right over there.
The shot's just not quite sexy.
It's not sexy.
Sexy. There we go. More sexy atmosphere.
Whoa, who's sexy? Woo! Team sexy, man. It feels good to be back, doesn't it?
That's what I'm talking about.
It feels great. Nice to see you anyway.
Nice to see you. I miss those texts.
UWC 7.
It's time.
Rough cut.
It is time. Team Sexy is back. We are on page. Rough cut to cheap shot. And
guess
what? It's a matter of time. History is going to repeat itself, guys. We were the first UWC tag team champions. And what?
We're going to do it again.
We're doing it again.
Whoa. Woo! Who's sexy?
Friday, March 27th at UWC 7, witness the return of the Powder Keg, Jimmy Carrot, as he brings his band, 18th Origin, to take center stage at the UWC anniversary. March 27th will be a true rock and wrestling team-up as you see 18th Origin and the United Wrestling Coalition bring you UWC 7. 18th Origin starts at 6:45. Bell time for UWC 7 at 7:30 p.m. Tickets are only $7 at the door from both shows.
Something's going down, and this world ain't for sale, so give me...
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with Travis Ware and Jason V, the opponents of a match that's just been announced for UWC 7, Blake Reed and Cecil Cerveza. Guys, let's hear your thoughts on the match here. What do you guys got going on?
Well, I'll tell you exactly what we're doing and why we had to form this union. You see, Travis and I, we've been good friends for quite some time.
5 years.
5 years. But you see, as good a friend Travis is to me and I am to him, we weren't each other's best friend. And I'm going to take you down a history lesson real quick, a little bit down memory lane. 2 years ago, a man by the name of Dickie Wabash, he got in the mind of my then best friend. He got in the mind of Cecil Cerveza. And he turned him to the dark side, so to speak.
Yeah, and then last year he did the same thing with my best friend and tag team partner Blake Reed. God, I hate that little scumbag.
So you see, he took something from me. He took something from him. So UWC 7, we're going to take something from him. We're going to take his agency away from him. We're going, Cecil Cerveza, he got the best of me. Blake Reed got the best of you, but they've never faced us as a team.
No, they haven't. And at UWC 7, I got a surprise for the Wabash Talent Agency.
And now let's take one final look at this awesome lineup.
In the main event, UWC champion Harker Dirge will do battle with the formidable Mark Vandy. UWC Tag Team Champions Rough Cut are set to defend their titles against not one, but two different teams. It's Rough Cut versus Team Sexy versus Joey O'Reilly and Tornado Jones in a one fall to a finish three-way dance. Emotions are running high for this one, and all the men involved are ready to give us the next chapter in their historic rivalry. It's the Wabash Talent Agency against Travis Weir and Jason V. The Warden has made his intentions known that he plans to call out the current UWC Online champion Frank Wyatt, who is out with an injury due to the Warden's initial attack weeks ago. Will Wyatt show up? For weeks we have seen these videos touting the many conquests of the mysterious Norman. Now at UWC 7, we will finally see what the hoopla is all about. Jimmy Carrot is returning to the United Wrestling Coalition, but in musical format. Carrot and his band, 18th Origin, will be performing live for the audience before the big event, with a special start time of 6:45.
Well, folks, that's going to about do it for me here. We got a lot more to get ready for UWC 7 coming up live March 27th, a Friday night at the Battle Zone in Georgetown, Illinois. And we hope each and every single one of you out there can be here for joining us to one of the biggest birthday parties of all year, our 7th anniversary spectacular.
You